Okay. So here, this is the timing chain. And here is loose. Here, because the guide, the timing chain guide is in here, is broken. So I'm gonna take the guide out, but I'll take the chain out. I'm gonna take this rod cover out. This cover needs to come out. Put the timing tool in there, and then take the chain out, and then put new guide, new chain.
Right.
Yeah.
Mercedes. The Mercedes E-Class. It's 220?
Yeah, E220.
E220.
Front of the car.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you, man. Okay, here's the camshaft locking tool for the exhaust cam, and for the inlet cam here's the locking tool, and it is all screwed in here. Just screwing it in nice and tight. Yeah, that's tight there. And then number one is on TDC. Number one piston is all the way on the top, and then you come around here. It's the crankshaft. Here is the OT mark. See, OT has to, that line has to line up with this. It has to line up in here. They're lined up. And then I also T-Pexed it, so sometime I can watch the T-Pex as well. And then now I'm gonna loosen these two bolts, take the tensioner out, and then take the guide. The timing chain guide is here. It has to come out. But to take it out, you see this stud here, it goes all the way through and it holds the guide in. And the only way to take the stud out is you use something like this. It's like a dowel. Put it against here, put 10mm screw in it. When you tighten it all the way in, it will pull the stud out. You do the same thing to this side. Pull it, it pulls it out, and then that guide will come out, and then the chain will come out, and then install the new chain, and then put everything back together, and then job done. This is where the problem is. You see, it's very slack because the guide is broken. Yeah. Yeah. Here, this is the chain is out. That's the guide that goes in here, and it's holding by the stud. The stud goes in here, and this is another stud that goes in here. And the way to take this one out, you have to use something like this. This one goes against it, and when you tighten it, it pulls it out. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one out as well. And then these are the gears. That's the tensioner. Goes in there. Alright. I haven't installed anything yet, but here's the new timing chain gear. There's the cam. Here's the new chain. This is the bit which was broken. If you compare it with this is the old one. It was broken in half. That's why the chain was flat. And then, yeah. and that's the new tensioner there. Everything will be installed back in. Alright. The new chain is in. The new pulley, new chain is all in. Now I leave this pulley loose here. The main camshaft, they are locked with this special tool. This is the special tool, is locked, so they won't move. Same thing to the other side, it's not gonna move. The crank is still on the, it is still on the mark. It's still on the mark. There. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the tensioner in. This is the tensioner. First I'm gonna first tension it all the way in, tight it all the way in, and then after you tension, then you tight this one first, which is the driver side, and then you tension, then you tight the tensioning side last. The tensioning side should stay slack, like it should be slack. Yeah, leave this pretty loose there. Now tight this one all the way in. Once it's all the way in, and then you tight this one first, then tight this one last, and then job done. And then you rotate the engine twice. Yeah. Alright, the chain is in, the cover is in, the top cover is in, the bottom cover is in. Everything is sealed up. Now I'm just gonna put the top cover in, put the injectors and the rest of the wiring loom, and then put the flywheel, and then put the torque converter inside the gearbox. It goes in there, and then put everything back together. Yeah. Alright, and also when you're installing the injectors, before you install it, you need to cut the injector seats. For example, you see in there, you need to make it look like this. For example, here's nice and shiny, and here's that's dirty. That's dirty. So use this tool to cut the injector seat. It goes in here, and then you have to go round and round until it's nice and shiny like that. And then you put these seals go onto the injector, and then that's the injector there. Alright, the gearbox is back in. Just need to screw the rest of these screws on it, and then it is holding on the axle stand there, and then when it's done, when the gearbox is all bolted in, then I will jack the car down and then put these screws on it there, and then put the subframe screws back in, and then it's all bolt on. Easy job. Alright, the engine is back on. I need to connect everything back together, connect the wires, the pipes, and then take these axle stands out, and then it's all back in. I'm just charging the battery because it's flat, and then I will start it up. That's just the aircon, putting the aircon gas in, and then start it up soon. So hey, I started. running perfect. So running perfect.